Hi, Jen here from Jen Michelle Coaching, and today I want to talk about, are you saving him or are you hoping he'll save you? For those of you new to my channel, I would love to invite you to subscribe. I release a video each week. So let's dive into this topic because we can really put each other in boxes and roles if we are not conscious of this human tendency that we all hold within us. The first prompt I want to sort of invite around this topic is, in your relationship or with men in general, do you view him as confident and capable? Or do you kind of go into it with this bias of thinking you know the way or you know better? And how does this subtly take over? The more fast paced we are in life, the more we're going to think that our way is best, more efficient, the right way. We'll get kind of caught in some of these things. And we don't realize that as we do this, we are emasculating our partner, right? Because there's always more than one way to do things. And this is like kind of a savior, rescuer energy, like, oh, no, 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 you can't think about it that way because this way's right. Or, oh, no, no, you don't go that direction because this is the faster way. We start to like save another person, right? We try to like pull them out. But the challenge with this is they're probably not asking you for it, right? And so, where does this bring you back to have to sit with some uncomfortable parts of self where you are being asked to surrender and to let go on a deeper level and to release any kind of control mechanisms or, your relationship with impermanence, uncertainty? It can show us so many things that we're avoiding when we step in these sort of saving and helpful, you know, ways. And so, where can we let go so we actually allow the room for another person to show us who they are, what they're capable of? And we really can witness and observe this from a place of stillness, because when we can do this, this actually supports us even releasing more control mechanisms, more of this rescuer savior complex, because we're seeing, oh, they did it totally different than me. The sky's not going to fall. I can lean into this. And we get better and better at surrender. So we can't just surrender because we heard the word and we like it, and we're just going to like snap our fingers and boom, we're just free falling. It's not like that. It's like those little moment to moment choices where it's like, am I trying to save? Am I trying to educate? Am I trying to inform? And where, instead of all this doing, can I shift into being and allow that to guide me? Right. And as we practice this, it gets stronger, and the energy of it kind of begins to feel pretty magical. So, this is kind of the invitation to break out of this within ourselves. The second prompt in this is, are you approaching love from a place of wholeness? Or are there parts of you that are holding on to that Disney story that we all were conditioned with and programmed with to a certain extent, of wanting to be saved, right? Meaning, are we seeking happiness outside of ourselves? Are we trying to extract from him in order to feel safe, secure, loved, honored, good, whatever it may be within ourselves, right? And so I invite this with women I support all of the time because it's such a sneaky one, right? It's like, instead of focused on getting the next thing from him, maybe it's the date, maybe it's the commitment, maybe it's the marriage, maybe it's the house, whatever it may be, you are beginning to think about, okay, instead of looking out to try to extract, grasp, pull, or take from him, how do I go within so I literally can magnetize the very thing that I am looking out for by creating that felt experience inside of my body? This is a massive switch that is done through simple things, and it is profound and powerful. And you will begin to notice how easy your life begins to unfold, and you do not have to overfunction, strong arm, overgive, convince, any of these things where you risk losing your dignity and self-respect. And instead, you're just like, oh, okay, I need to go take care of myself. I need to go for that nature walk. I need to go swimming. I need to go take that bath with salt. Whatever it may be, you start to learn what it is that you need to do to feel good. And within that, you magnetize everything in this life that is meant for you. So this is truly an inside out job. But in this world, we have been taught to try to go get it, to go fight for it, to extract, to pull, to make the best argument. And we will never draw in the magic and the softness and the femininity in life we want through these kind of over functioning tendencies of trying to be saved or to convince another why we're worthy of saving, or in this also trying to save him because we don't trust where he's ultimately leading and taking us, right? And number three, how do these tendencies and these behaviors prevent the union from deepening into what is truly possible with another? So when we are seeking our wholeness from another versus within ourselves, we see that other person as a means to an end. Love from this space is attachment based and it's conditional. And if you're like, well, I do these things, it's okay because it's a practice, right? Releasing and returning to a secure attachment, learning how to love in an unconditional way is a practice and it's a commitment. And it is a humbling experience, right? Of noticing those addictive parts where we want to reach, we want to grab. Even notice this in your day-to-day life. You want to grab the phone. You want to grab the salty, sugary snack. You want to make a choice that you know is going to lead you to feel regret or not so good about yourself. Notice where your attachments are running you and begin to hold yourself accountable to not reaching, to not scratching the itch, to not having the conversation until your cup is full, to really begin to tend to yourself in these really like thoughtful and mindful and deliberate ways, and then approach it. And notice the distinction of what emotional safety gets built with your partner and how safe they feel to be honest with you about their emotions or what's alive for them, and their willingness to go deep and have real conversations when they can feel your unconditional love versus this energy of extraction or trying to get safety or try to get something through them, right? So this will be a very, very powerful way to deepen and transform an existing relationship or to build a relationship with, because these are roots to branches, foundational tools that most couples are not taught in any level of relationship. And so I would love to hear how this supports any habits in your life you're being invited to break, and just anything that this may bring up for you as a whole. For those of you that would like to go deeper into my work, I would love to invite you to check out my website, jenmichellecoaching.com. Here I have my free guide, Becoming Truthfully You. This is a meditation. This is a PDF as well as a webinar where you just get a little taste of my work and what I love to take a deep dive into with women. This is a free resource for all of you, and I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know, and see you all next week.